Welcome back, everyone. I am so delighted to be here today, and I am responding your letters. Instead of doing it to every single one of you with all of your requests, I pick those that I believe could be the most relevant. And today, I want to help some of you that are in a relationship with a woman that seems to be ambitious. She is an entrepreneurial type, and you feel that you are losing the battle. You feel that she is losing her interest, or maybe you are not doing something right. Let's talk about this today. Welcome back, everyone who will watch you later. I know it's an unusual time, and with my only once a week or twice a week live, you may not be aware, but I hope you will be able to join. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome back. Oh, thank you so much for being a member of 5 months. That is so encouraging for me to know that that I have someone as loyal as you are. Thank you so much. Hey Bill, happy Thursday. I didn't even know it was Thursday. So thank you for reminding me, and thank you as well for being a member of my channel. Thank you guys. You can always, if you really want this channel to grow and keep going with it, I appreciate when you subscribe for the monthly membership. So thank you for being here and supporting me through thick and thin, and I will try to do my very best to do the same for you. On this channel, I talked a lot about more traditional, more classic women, those women that want to stay home, that wants to have a family, and kind of have a very much traditional, classic mindset lifestyle. And of course, my channel makes focusing more on Slavic women, on Eastern European women, but not only. And I have to, we have to be real and say the truth that it's only a certain part of Slavic women who are as traditional and, want to be home and raising kids. It's a certain part, I would say maybe about 30% of women that really don't care that much about any career or any business, any entrepreneurship. If their wish would come true, they would just be home raising children and being a wife and raising children. So this is my statistics, so don't quote me. This is what I could observe and could see. But in modern times, things have been changing drastically. And of course, there are women from Eastern Europe as well that still have somewhat traditional and feminine mindset, but they are also very ambitious and very driven. They also do have an idea to one day have a family, or maybe they already had a family and it wasn't as successful and they want to have a chance at that again. But meanwhile, they are into self-development, or maybe they are having their own business, they are entrepreneurial, they are very driven and ambitious. We have a lot of women of this mindset, and I felt it would be a good time to remind you how to date, how to approach a busy woman, a woman that is occupied with the things she loves doing, especially. Very rare someone is entrepreneur um, at something that they do not like to do. At least that's not my experience, and I believe that when you decide to become an entrepreneur, business owner, you have some kind of passion brewing in you. You have something that gets you up in the morning, and there is something that drives you that is a lot more than financial reward. It's almost like you cannot do it. You cannot not do it. Because as you know, when you if you find a conventional job, a career, you have, in some ways at least, you think that you have some stability, um, what your salary is going to be, you know your schedule, you know everything. When you decide to be an entrepreneur, it's always a courageous journey. So I could probably call this video how to date a courageous woman, and it's quite a bit different to my opinion. First of all, if you are interested in a woman like that, you do need to understand that she is unique. She is unique, she stands out, she has something inside of her. She has a passion, she has that ambition, she has a drive. As we talked on this channel, all of us, men and women, we all have masculine and feminine. And these women, they may have a little bit more masculine in terms of achieving some goals, but it doesn't mean at all that they are not feminine when they need to be and want to be. Plus, very often they may have a feminine business. They may be helping other women. Um, they may be building, I don't know, makeup lines. They may be leading some retreats, yoga courses. I met some amazing entrepreneurs when I was in Costa Rica. Very beautiful women that are just were full of life because they got to um, heal and help other women while completely enjoying the experience, but also getting paid. So these ladies definitely think out of the box. And in some way, they have harder time to date. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't look at the clock. When it's always confusing if you have an entrepreneurial mindset when somebody asks you, so what time do you get off? I know there are different meaning to that word, but I mean the main one is like when you're getting out of your job and you're thinking, well, whatever time I will decide to. A lot of times when you do a passion project, you're not gonna say, okay, you know what, I'm having this creative flow. I think I'm gonna have this creative flow from 2 p.m. to um 5 p.m. At 5 p.m., my creative flow is out of the door and I'm out. This is usually an employee mindset. So when you asking these questions, you're showing her that you do not understand her mentality at all, because she doesn't get off, so to speak. Stop making me laugh, you all. Well, um, please don't get me there. You know exactly what I mean. But you would be surprised how many men don't understand. Not men in general, men and people in general don't understand asking a passionate entrepreneur where they when they okay, let's say when they getting done with something. So usually they're not getting done with something. They may plan something or make time for something, but they are never free. When it comes to beautiful women, my dear friends, I hate to break this news to you, but there is nothing free. So don't ask a woman when she's free, because she's never free in direct and indirect meaning. So forget about that. But she may make time for you. For someone who doesn't have a paycheck that comes from the boss, every hour, every minute, every second counts toward what they will create, what they will end up with. And it's you're currently not contributing to their welfare. You don't know anything about them. And so when they doing that entrepreneurial work, every literally every minute could, in their mind, is worth of could be worth of gold. I think there is a major difference between people who have been employee for years. They treat their time differently. The time for they kind of living for Friday or living till 5 p.m. If you're an entrepreneur, sometimes your favorite day is Monday. sometimes you are enjoying, you can start creating. Let's say you're a photographer, you know, you had several clients, you made some amazing shots, and you have Friday where you're gonna be editing pictures all day long. So with this kind of lady, you need to be very clear. These kind of women not interested in men who ain't about nothing. And most men who text and reach out, they may be serious, but they sound as if they ain't about nothing at all. Believe me when I tell you, and don't ask me how I know. So you have to have a very concrete idea on when, where, and how you would like to meet. If you know anything about focus and attention, when you are creating, just being distracted for another message can completely knock out your productivity. Or for every minute of distraction, that is about 10 minutes of coming back to what you were doing. So if you are planning to get to know this kind of woman by text, by it's incredible how many men want to get to know you by texting. If you want to get to know this kind of woman by text, I really empathize to you, because she will cut it off before you even say hello the second time, probably. um, you have to create something that you have to create an approach that you're a very concrete person, and you are man with a plan. If that woman is truly into what she is doing, into her craft, whatever she does, um, every minute, all day, all day, every day, every minute is to her as a bar of gold. You just have to understand that. But it doesn't mean that she's not a human being. It doesn't mean she doesn't crave connection and attention, and it doesn't mean that she would not that she does not want to meet someone that would be according to someone who will understand your pursuits, and someone who may be even on the same on this either on the same page, or if you're not, that you at least understand her ambition and her drive. Because what happens also, what often take place is that when you meet a woman, she's shiny, she's bright, she's really she's shining within, she's happy, she's maybe single, so she's not in any kind of relationship that takes all the energy from her, but she's fulfilled because she feels amazing, she's happy with what's going on. Yet it doesn't mean that she doesn't want to eventually meet someone that she can have relationship and companionship with, and marriage if she's planning to have family and all that. So um when you meet that woman, she is just full of life, she's shining, you know exactly what I mean, women with a very shiny eyes, and that's a part of I think it's a major part of being attracted to somebody is their energy type. And what happens very often is that you meet a woman like this, and then she lets your guard down, she fall in love with you, and then you're like, oh, you don't need to do this. Now you have me, I'll take care of you. You don't need to work at this women's center. You don't like what happened. I don't know why we are doing this, but very often we are stripping each other. Women unfortunately do that too, of our interests and our passions, and it's almost like we're trying to compete with I don't know what I don't know what to tell you about this, but it's almost feel like we are trying to compete for attention. So if you know that you are kind of a needy guy and you are dating a very ambitious, very courageous woman, you better find a side hustle, an extra job, a hobby, something, so you are not breathing down your neck, because it will give you nothing but anxiety, which in the end will be a repellent, like mosquito repellent. You will really repel her with neediness, because anybody who is try to write a beautiful letter or do anything creative when your phone is consistently going on, and somebody is on your tail, on your case, trying to figure out, hey, can you meet, hey, how was your day, how was your morning, how was your afternoon, how it's like, whoo. With a woman like this, you want to make sure, if you know there is an initial interest, I can maybe make a separate video how to approach someone. But if you have initial content and she's responding you, you do not use text or even phone conversation to become your girlfriend, to tell you everything about you and ask you everything about. She will have no reason to meet with you. Your goal as a man is to get you out so you can see her, you can create that contact, and also you can show her that the time that she is with you, it's not the time she wasted. If you're an entrepreneur, you know that you are either working on your project, or you're thinking about it. Okay, it's unfortunately all entrepreneurs have this, burnout issue quite a bit, because sometimes, unless you're a very structured person, sometimes there is no line between your life and your passion project. Sometimes there is no line between this. But after some time, we are all human beings. We are all we sometimes need to switch our brain and just enjoy the sunshine, and maybe have a couple martinis, or go out, or watch a movie. There is no way that even the most passionate entrepreneurial lady in this case, doesn't want to have some time off. But when she wants to have time off, she wants to have quality time. She doesn't want to use her time off on texting you, on letting you learn about her, especially if you live in the area, especially if you live somewhere not too far, or even if you live in far away, even if it's long distance dating, you have to set up a date and a trip. You just have to make it happen, because when she has her time in a day off, when she does something for herself, or when she make time to take a vacation, again, she's not gonna take a vacation to text you, to get to know you, to uh you have to understand that in this world, when we have so much information, so much notifications, so much distraction, our brain is consistently working. It literally does not get a break. And as women, we especially feel that burnout, and it can be really dangerous for our physical and mental health. So those women who know how to manage their energy, their time, they are managing their time in a very smart way. And if you show respect to their time, they won't feel like they won't have numbers running in their head when they're talking to you, either numbers or thinking, I have to say, sometimes you spend time with people that um there are certain types of women that when they spend time with a wrong man, or with a boring man, or with men who have no ambition, you literally feel like clock tick 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 because you realize it, you can make your own dinner, you can take yourself to dinner, you can think about something that inspires you. You are literally sitting there and wasting your time. This is only comes with, I think you need to live life a little bit, and when you know that you can create something that will contribute in a positive way to your life, you're going to think twice whether you're going to be doing that or you're going to be out and about with some guy that will ask you most generic questions he can ask and say, something like, thank God it's Friday. Oh my gosh. The classic corporate type. And I have nothing against the guys, who are doing any kind of work, as long as you are happy and satisfied with it, this is great. But you just have to understand those differences in someone's mindset, because no woman wants to have to explain herself to you. It's much easier for her to block you. Yes, it is life. Hi, Jack. Um, it takes less energy and effort for her to block you than try to mother you and educate you and all of that stuff. No, I need a drink. Oh my gosh, I need something. um oh, let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't have as much time today, guys, so I'm gonna share a few more thoughts and we'll call it a day or a night. Uh, oh, wow, this is amazing. Jack is saying, is this life? Yes, it is. Don't be boring. My mind was blessed with brilliant branding ideas for my brands this morning. Really life changing integration and synergies. Uh huh. Interesting. Yes, like sometimes as entrepreneurs, I'm an entrepreneurial person, so I really have a lot of passion for this and a lot of pain connected to this. You literally feel sometimes that nobody understands you because um I don't know, I think about 80% of people are not, having a different work or career path, and it doesn't make anybody, better or worse, but it's just a different mindset. And like as Jack just said, when you wake up in the morning and you have this idea, and then you have something else, and you have somebody texting, hey, what are you doing? What are you going to be doing? Can I see? Can I? You have to, if you meet someone of value, a beautiful woman, for example, who is also a badass entrepreneur or just in general very passionate woman about your projects, you need to book her ahead of time because she will try to arrange things, so if she has any interest in you whatsoever, she can meet you then. So, and this, and sometimes what happens, if maybe you're also a creative person, maybe you write, maybe you make amazing documentary or something like that. When you're in that process, you simply don't look at the clock. Like you may start working at, I don't know, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 8 a.m. You don't remember, oh, we're gonna have lunch. Like you don't think about lunch. You just think you are in it. You are immersed in it completely. And so if someone takes this personally, they think you are ignoring them, or they try to confront you, or sometimes men think that you have, you know, five other men that you're dating, but you're actually doing something. You are a woman of creation. You are creating things. So this is how, this could be a wrong type. I think that it's so important to make sure that this somehow resonates with you, or at least you can understand that. And I would say the absolutely same or similar applies the other way. If I would be making a video for ladies, I would pretty much tell them the same thing. Like, if you date an ambitious entrepreneurial man, like, get a job, do something, get some hobbies, don't breathe down his neck. Because it's the most uncomfortable feeling. You don't work by clock when you are a creative person and you consistently creating something. Sometimes you have creative block, And if that person did not annoy you, you may call them and say, hey, actually, let's go for a walk, or let's go to the park, or let's take the trip, because I think I have a burnout. But if you annoy them, like a fly, just flying all over, or I don't know, if you breathing down their neck, you'll be the last person they will think about when they actually do take a break. So, just a thought. Just sharing with you guys. I'm getting red. Let me read some comments. What age is considered young woman to you? Most would say under 30. Okay, in this video, I call young woman almost any woman. I put young because the woman who has passion project, again, the woman who is very ambitious about what she does, she has a young energy all the time. So she's always young. I don't care if she's 55, if she's 65, if she's 45, if she's 35. In general, yes, like in maybe some terms that could be true. It's when you say young adult, you usually mean somebody like extra young, under 30, right? But in this case, doesn't matter what age she is. If she is that ambitious type, she's always young. Because she doesn't actually worry that much about getting botox, schmodox. She's not she doesn't really care too much about. She gets her drive and her energy and her fuel because she knows that what she does makes a difference. She is running on that fuel, on that creativity, joy, on that creativity high when you create. So women like that, they usually are very confident, they're very satisfied, they are not needy, they're not gonna nag you, they are rarely in this very codependent, call me kind of. They always have something to do, they always have something to create. It doesn't mean that they don't crave companionship and all the beautiful things that come with a relationship, but it's very difficult sometimes for them to have a partner who understands that they are made this way, because they take it as maybe they take it as if you are ignoring them as a woman, or you are rejecting them. But it's not always the case. A lot of times you do not want to be sending certain text every 5 minutes to someone. You guys know I have social media. I don't really share much about my personal life on social media. I decided to not to quite a while ago. So as a woman myself, I'm getting messages sometimes in my DMs on Instagram, on Facebook, and I have men that literally would go on about things that have no value, and you can just tell by their messages that, hi, you're beautiful, you are interesting to me, and that's why I think I'm entitled to waste your precious time. Entrepreneurial women, women who are smart, they know from the first or second message from the guy, they know that he ain't about nothing. Especially, guys, especially when there's time, when there is an action time, when you have a golden opportunity to do something for a woman, whatever it is, I don't know, to order her a cup of coffee, to send her flowers, to, I don't know, maybe now there is war in Ukraine, maybe you have some powers, you have a possibility, and there is a critical situation, and if this is one of the ways to get her attention, compared to all the other guys in her mailbox, is to have a concrete plan or taking an action. When you take a concrete plan or you take an action, you stand out immediately, and then your compliments do make sense. Then those compliments, they do have power, and she will start to think about you. You know. Otherwise, it's just another "Hey, beautiful" in your mailbox. And the thing is, people meet each other through social media, people meet each other through everything right now. That's just the world we are living in. So you should always have a strategy in your mind when there is someone that you truly, when there is a woman that you truly like. One of the unbeatable ways to get her attention is to see if there's something you can help her with. Same as, sometimes you may be watching somebody, maybe a very popular person that you admire, and maybe somebody in your circle, somebody very professional, very smart, that you would like to be close to. You just, for some reason you would like to be friends with this person. Or maybe it's even somebody on social media that makes great impact, and they probably getting hundreds of thousands of messages. I mean, I don't know how many messages, but they have huge followings online. When you approaching them with some selfish, like, hey, like, I like you, or you just approaching them either with nothing, with a message that has no content, or you approach them trying to be needy and get their attention. It would be a lot different if you approach them and you offer them to help. Like, for example, maybe there is a writer who is writing amazing books in English, and as a person, I don't know, from Spain, you can say, oh, I admire your work. If you ever need a translation in Spain, I would be so glad to help you. You need to have some kind of genuine hook. Genuine. That doesn't have to be lie, doesn't have to be made up, but it has to be something that you offer value. Because women who value their time, they can see this right away, and it's a feminine woman who is ambitious. She would much rather spend time away from her phone, away from her computer, somewhere out in the nature, or out in a beautiful place, enjoying sunshine, than trying to get to know you via text message. That's all I have to say. Thank you, guys. I hope that that will give you an idea. We always should try to step into each other's shoes, but since men are the one who are pursuing, I'm giving this insight. That it doesn't necessarily mean she's not interested. You have to offer something to know whether she's interested or not. If you, hi, how are you? I have a girl who told me, I'm trying to, like, not to be, not to um how to say this, not spill the beans, but not to I'm trying to always protect identity of people who share stories. But I have this one girl who told me that this man had been pursuing her online for so long. She has family, she lives in US, but she has family in Ukraine, and every day there's, oh, hi, gorgeous, hi, this, hi, that. um he knows she has parents in Ukraine. And how, if you are really interested in that woman, how can you not ask whether she needs any help, whether she needs support, or not whether you ask, but how I can help you? May I help you? She's trying to move her parents to, out from US, or excuse me, out of Ukraine to US. She's trying to do stuff. She's going through a very difficult time, and she's an entrepreneur. Wait, she's an entrepreneur herself, and I actually, sometimes I'm just lost for words, because you have a perfect opportunity, rather than just be about nothing. Say, how can I help you? Can I be of help? Or would you allow me to help? It You don't even know what that could be. But when you just send some random text and messages, and you it's obviously that you wish you could have this woman, you wish you can have something, but you never will, because you don't have a strategy and a plan. As a man, you should always make the first step, and then you can see if it's received, if you have response, and so on and so forth. We are talking on this channel about women, even if they're ambitious, even if they're entrepreneurial, CEO, boss, I don't know, they still have traditional mindset. Of course, I'm more focusing on Slavic women, but you know, there are women, other nationalities here in US and other women in general, that this is just what they have going for them. You know, they're happy about it. They are, you know, as I said, their eyes are shining, they are full of life, they're full of light, they are enjoying it. But it doesn't mean that they do not want men to approach them, that they don't want a relationship, that they don't want to have family one day. Just, you know, that's something, you know, you don't just sit there and like, okay, today I'm going to meet somebody, and in 9 months we're gonna get, I don't know, pregnant, married, I don't know. You know, it doesn't happen this, you know, this time. And I think the best people out there is that keep them, if you meet someone who is very fulfilled and happy when they're on their own, most likely they're gonna be even happier when they're with somebody who is matching them. Most likely it will be even better in case if you imagine them. So my dear friends, I won't go for too long, but I hope you got the main tagline here. Do not waste your time. Be very concrete, be very specific, and also understand that this woman is a unicorn, you know, most likely. Wait, what did I do? Yes, so to an extent, this applies to just really any woman that values her time. Unfortunately, now with social media and all this buzz that's going on, a lot of people forget about the value of time. But then, you know, you wake up one morning and you understand that you completely burn out. You know, you're burnt. And this is when usually um, you experience a wake up call. So it's like, how do I spend my day? You know, can I, when I check my day, oh my gosh, you know, I just spent 5 hours today to answer hello and привет. So you should always, yes, Bill, you should always offer value to a woman. You know the type. And another very, I almost forgot to say this, very important thing. The woman like that, the woman that have her own lifestyle, she's doing things, she does not need you as someone else may need you. She's not desperate, you know, she's not gonna be grabbing onto you with her, you know, she's not gonna be, not only she won't be breathing down your neck, but she won't be on your case. And she doesn't need you to survive another day. She would be happy to be with someone that is uh the man of action, and you know, someone that would match her. But she doesn't need you to survive. There is a huge difference. Women who date men to survive have a completely different vibe, completely different energy. They're very clingy, they have very low bar for their standard, and then usually don't end up well. This woman, she may enjoy your company, but she doesn't need you to survive. Your life so far did not depend on you, and it may never will. This is just so different, and that's why I think that women should always come to relationships with a place of, oh, this is going to be extra joyful, you know, this is going to enhance, oh my gosh, I'm going to be doing all this, but I also going to have protection, and I don't have to worry about this and that. Rather than having a man you need to have to explain everything, you need to baby him, and you need to, it's like having another child if she has one or two or however many. So generally, um women like this, they just have, they are fulfilled even when they are by themselves. They won't be dedicating their day to cling toward you, to chase you and do anything of that. That's all. It's just very different. But the thing is, Even though a lot of men, I think a lot of men want, wish or want to take care of a woman, but I think when the woman grab you by your neck because she doesn't know how she wants to make another day, I think that could be repulsive too. Even if she's beautiful, even if she's what you need, but you guys tell me, would you like to be with a woman that can't go on another day without you? All right, so I'm gonna read. Thank you so much for posting my email. Yes, guys, if you want to connect with me, you can find me on my email and consult veronica@gmail.com. And I do have an Instagram account. It's just my name, Veronica Olsen. You can send me a message there. I'm considering to make a second Instagram, so to have this kind of platform like this one, but I haven't done it yet. So the one I have right now is more for entertainment purposes and to promote my furs. Hey Jake, good to see you. Jake says no. And I want to also say my special thank you to my Patreon members. Just want you to know that you're the absolute best. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for going through times when I don't post. But I will be posting some more personal things, and um, there will be some teachable moments, some very precise, because some examples and people, they don't mind sharing in private. They don't want to have their face or their emails or anything like this on public. So I'm thinking to put some more personal content on Patreon. And if you're still there on my Patreon, thank you so much for sticking through thick and thin and being so patient. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Ой, боже, что я... What did I do? My fingers. All right, I hope this video um reassured you in some ideas you already have, or maybe give you a better clue, because sometimes men really, you have the perfect chance to make an impression. You have a perfect chance to resolve a problem, to create a plan, trying to look from the eyes of the other person. What do you think that they would like or enjoy? To kind of create a plan, not something that's perfect for you only, but something that this person will enjoy. Just try not to be one of those men who are, as I said, ain't about nothing. It's conversations and that don't lead. You, as a man, we always expect you to lead. Lead the conversation, lead the relationship, lead us along the way. If you don't have a plan, you're not leading anywhere. You, even if you have a chance, you won't have it. And I think it's also a question of self-respect. If you want to be respected, if you want your time to be respected, you should respect another person's time. Thank you guys so much. I am wrapping up. Sweet. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Bill. I don't know where you live, Casey, but maybe where you live it's offensive. Where I live, in many places, even here in the United States, taking care of a woman is not offensive. You of course need to know where you are. If you're surrounded by other feminists, that's completely different. You need to know where you are. There are still plenty of women that would like to be taken care of by a man, even if they're doing it very well themselves. Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You are so kind. Thank you so much for your for your encouragement and your kind words. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm turning into into the color of my chair. Wait. Oh, thank you so much. What did I just do? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, Bill. Thank you. Veronica, you always have a good perspective. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to help you. And to be honest, Maybe not to this extreme, but this principle probably will work with most women that simply have self-respect, that value their time. It just, when you're an entrepreneur, it's extreme. It really is. You really, as I said, you either create in your business, or your entrepreneurial pursuit, or you think about it. So when you decide to clear your mind and go do something, you really look at something that will give you the biggest joy, the biggest return. My father always told me that good sleep, great rest is part of work. And I could not understand. He always had so much respect for work, for rest, for like very healthy rest, for like deep sleep. He's probably one man in my life that never wakes me up. That always, like, if I'm asleep, he would almost be moving like he's not breathing. Like, he always had so much respect for the rest, because he always told me that quality rest, going, seeing some sightseeing, having quality, deep conversations with someone, being outside, enjoying the nature. He always made it clear that he did taught me this early on, that great rest, great escape, great scenery change is the part of work, because you will be a changed person when you return. You will be fresh, and you can do a lot better everything that you done before. Yeah, but when it comes to sleep, I'm telling you, like, most men don't know how gentle we are, how tender we are when it comes to sleep. Like, literally, for most of us, when the fly is passing by, we waking up. So um that's just a bonus. If you watch this video, that's just a bonus side. Make sure you never wake up the woman you're with, even if it takes you, even if you have to sleep in the other room, sometimes, even if you have to not breathe, just believe me. Because nothing recharging us more than sleep, and having a man that cares about that. The thing is, so Bill, in when you're entrepreneur, there is no balance. You have days when you have maybe clients, maybe orders, you run, 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 and then you just boom. There is no balance. You try to do the balance, but there is no balance. There is more balance when you have maybe like 9 to 5, or you have particular career, something you do. Especially if you also have kids, or a child, and you are entrepreneur, or you have your business, you striving towards a balance, but you will probably never reach a balance, because you always pumped up. If you for example, if you made a live video at 9 p.m., you probably won't be able to sleep for till 11 p.m. or something. So it's always a volcano, or how to say this, when you're running under a hills upside, there are always ups and downs, and you try to strive for that balance, but it never really is. I at least have never met anybody personally that always have a perfect balance if they're entrepreneur. Jack says, for me, it's surfing. Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, oh my gosh, surfing, traveling, the roller coaster. Yeah, something that you just mindless, you're just in the moment, you enjoying your time. Exactly. So just understand it, and if you can try to figure out what it is, and you can enjoy that together. I have one of my private clients. He has a lady that loves traveling a lot, and he's not really a traveler, and but that's your passion. And one of the best things to connect is sometimes, make yourself available, make the time to join those travels, because people connect through passion and common interest like nothing else. You connect with, it's so true, it's so true that you really fall in love with somebody more when you can have those shared passions. It's like, oh, you always can't contain yourself, because usually if you like certain things, you almost need an interest club. If you like traveling, it's for most people it's like some weird hobby they can't afford or don't want to. Maybe can't afford but don't want to. So long story short, um, just consider her passion and see if you can share some of it, and happiness will come. I don't know, KZ, what you are talking about. To be very honest with you, I have not seen you contributing or offering anything to me. So that could be your very experience. Honestly, United States is a melting pot. There are different cultures, different countries, and there are a whole bunch of women. We even have very traditional women. We have Amish women. We have Hispanic women. We have women of all kinds of sorts. So there are men that still provide and contribute. There are men that take care of entire family, and so on and so forth. I am only bringing the stuff that I have never seen you contribute. So maybe that's just how you roll. I don't know. You know I have to put you on the spot. Yes. So maybe you gotta maybe you gotta get busy. I'm just saying. Such a huge generalization. So you're trying to tell with your message that in United States men do not contribute to women. This is absolutely not true. Most households are still men are still, even if it's also feminism, fake feminism, what it is, men are still, in most cases, men are still taking care of women and households and families in the households. Men still invite you on a date. Men still chasing you on dating apps. And of course, it depends on women. There are some women that, I don't know. That I would not chase either. So it really depends. Don't beg my pardon. I'm still waiting for a donation or contribution to the show from you. You have been watching me since forever. Where is my support? Like, I accept it. I accept all the beautiful all the beautiful things you can contribute. So I don't know. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen that you are, maybe it's a perfect combination for you when you don't have to do anything, because I have not seen nothing. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you. I love you all. I have to go. Oh my gosh. I have to go. I'm so red. Elizabeth, thank you so much for that extremely generous donations. Thank you. Thank you. If you're still here, darling, I just saw your PayPal notification. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what it's for. If you wrote, I will read. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kizzy, so you can't comment before you contribute to the cause. So I can consider you seriously. For real. Arrivederci, my dear friends. I will see you soon. I will see you soon, guys.